You lie awake at night, even though nothing is happening. Your body is calm, but your heart beats as if danger were standing right outside your door. Your breathing is shallow, your shoulders tense, and you don't know why. This is no coincidence. Your body isn't reacting to the present moment. It's reacting to something long past, something your mind has buried, but your nervous system still remembers. In the next few minutes, you'll understand why your body never forgets and how you can finally start listening to it. You're not weak because you overreact. You're a human being with a body that's been protecting you for years, even if you didn't notice. Our minds analyze, explain, suppress. But the body stores every tension, every shock, every moment of "I'm not safe." It remembers through muscles, through breath, through tiny movements. And when you feel nervous today for no reason, that's not a flaw. It's your body saying, back then you weren't safe, but now you are. Sometimes you believe you've already gotten over something. You don't talk about it anymore. You hardly even think about it, so it must be over, right? But your body thinks differently. It doesn't store experiences as stories, but as reactions. Racing heart, tension, withdrawal. These patterns form when you once felt powerless, and they repeat themselves, even when the trigger is long gone. The mechanism behind this is ancient. Your nervous system was built to survive danger, not to understand it, so it freezes memories until you're truly safe again. The problem is, you never really feel safe. Like an old wound that aches when the weather changes, your body reacts to situations that remind you of back then, not because you're weak, but because it believes it's protecting you. So the next time you feel restless for no reason, pause for a moment, take a deep breath, whisper softly, "I am safe now." In that moment, you begin teaching your body something your mind already knows, that the danger is over. Your body is constantly speaking to you, just rarely in words. It speaks through tension, through pressure, through that pull in your stomach when something feels wrong. We often call it stress or tightness, but in truth, it's memory in motion. Every symptom is a sentence your body is trying to say. Something in me still doesn't feel safe. From a scientific point of view, your body reacts through the autonomic nervous system. When it senses danger, whether real or imagined, it activates the same survival modes as before: fight, flight, or freeze. These reactions remain even when your mind insists everything's fine. Think of your body as a child who's scared, even though you know there's no danger. You can't yell at it to calm down. You have to show it that it's safe. Your micro action today: when you feel tension, place a hand on the area that feels tight. Breathe into it instead of pushing it away. Say silently, "I hear you." When you do this, something unexpected happens. Your body's language becomes clearer. It stops shouting because it realizes you're finally listening. We try to understand everything, even the things that were never meant to be understood. We read books about mindfulness, analyze our childhood, but sometimes that only makes the noise in our head louder, because what the body holds cannot be solved through thinking. From a neuroscience perspective, many of our reactions arise below the level of conscious awareness. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that analyzes and judges, has no access to the areas where trauma is stored. That's why you feel trapped in an endless loop. You understand the problem, yet you still feel it. That's the moment many people believe they've failed. But in truth, it's a sign that your body is finally ready to feel what it's been suppressing for years. Imagine your body as a locked room where memories still breathe, even though you closed the door long ago. You don't have to force it open. Just let a little light in, slowly. Your micro action today: before asking yourself, Why do I feel this way? Ask instead, where do I feel it? That's the first step out of your head and back into your body. Because healing doesn't begin with understanding, it begins with feeling. Your nervous system is like an archive. It doesn't store what happened, but how it felt. It remembers the cold, the voices, the moment you learned to make yourself small just to feel safe. And every time something similar happens, it presses the same button again, not to torment you, but to protect you. In polyvagal theory, this is called the body's memory of danger. Your system recognizes patterns, tones of voice, gestures, smells, and reacts before you even have a chance to think. That's why your heart races even when you know you're safe. Your body simply works faster than your awareness. Think of your nervous system like a smoke alarm. It would rather go off one time too many than one time too late. But you can teach it that the smoke has cleared. Your micro action. The next time you feel a wave of fear, don't fight it. Move. Shake out your hands. Take a short walk. Exhale deeply. These small movements signal to your body, I'm not trapped. I'm here. Over time, your nervous system begins to relearn. Not every memory means danger. Some are finally allowed to find peace. Healing doesn't happen when you remember everything. It happens when you stop fighting what your body already knows. Many people believe they must understand their trauma before they can let it go. But healing isn't an intellectual process. It's a physical one. When you allow your body to tremble, to cry, or simply to breathe, you release energy that's been stuck for years. That's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of release. Your system recognizes, I'm allowed to feel safe now. Studies show that gentle movement, breath work, and mindful touch directly activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for calm, restoration, and trust. Here's a simple way to begin. Sit down, place one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. Inhale slowly, as if you're making space for yourself. And as you exhale, whisper softly, I let go. Not as a mantra, but as permission. The body doesn't heal in a hurry. It heals when you finally stop ignoring it. When you start to tune in, you'll realize what you've been searching for was never gone. It had just fallen silent. At some point, you'll understand. It was never about erasing the past, but about welcoming it back into yourself without letting it control you. Your mind and body have been separated for a long time. One wanted to forget, the other couldn't. Integration means bringing them back to the same table, not to argue, but to listen. When you breathe, your body senses, I'm here. When you feel without running away, your mind realizes, I'm safe. And in that quiet, powerful moment, you become whole again, because your body was never your enemy. It was the part of you that carried everything you couldn't carry yourself. And now that you're ready to listen, it can finally let go. You don't have to remember everything to be free. Sometimes it's enough to simply feel what's here, without judging it, without fleeing from it. Because every tremble, every deep breath is a sign. Your body is beginning to trust you again. If you take only one thing with you today, let it be this. Healing doesn't begin in the mind. It begins where you start to feel alive again. What is your body telling you in moments of silence? Write it in the comments. Maybe someone out there needs to hear exactly that today. If this video touched you, subscribe to Mastering Life so you won't miss the next episode. And remember, your body never forgets, but it can learn to make peace again.